All right. Let us look at this question here. So remember, this is computation and number theory. We would have done this in the first part of the course. All right. Yes. Guys, give me a minute. In the meantime, you can take off a question and determine what the answer is. Oh, by the way, what's the answer? Is it A?
B, sir.
All right.
What I would say A.
I say A, Mr. Boss.
Yeah, it will be A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because 1 is a factor of 20 and 20 is a factor of 20.
Mm-hmm.
You follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say A is the answer. All right, any questions? Can I move on?
Yes, sir. I just joined. I don't know what's going on. Good evening. Sorry for being late.
Yeah, we're doing some questions. That's what we're doing. This is the first question. So the answer for this is A. What are factors, by the way? Numbers that what?
I can go into the number without leaving a remainder.
Oh, leave the remainder. Thank you very much. Awesome. All right. Can I move on?
Yes.
All right. Please, by the way, I'm not expecting you. Please put on your calculator, please. I know I can't see you, but I'm not expecting anybody to be having a calculator. All I'm expecting you to have is probably your timetable book and a sheet of paper, you know. But I'm not expecting anybody to use a calculator and work it out, right? In CXC, there's no calculator in the multiple choice, and I'm training you. Notice I'm using the word train. I'm training you to answer these questions without using a calculator, all right? Give me a minute, class. A minute. All right. What's the answer?
C.
C.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Oh, I just remember something. That the earpiece I have doesn't work.
Sir, let me see the original questions again. The multiple choice.
All right. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry about that. There, I
Yes,
was
sir.
using a different earpiece that wasn't working, and I just changed it over. So I wasn't hearing the whole time. All right. So what's the answer for this?
0.9.
0.9. All right. How did you get 0.9? What did you do?
Long division.
Long division. All right. So what do I put? What is it this? Hold on. Hold on. Is it that or is it that? Which one?
Second one, sir.
The second one. Awesome. So we need to know these little things, don't you?
Yeah.
And then tell me what you did.
So 10 into 9, can't, so put 0. And then we carry the 0 there, which
Mhm.
10 into 90, 9 times.
Then 9 times 10 will give you 90. Subtract that, remainder is 0. So therefore 0.9 is the answer. All right, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, can I move on? All right, so I'm hearing somebody saying something, but we're not hearing so clearly.
Yes,
You want
sir.
you want to move your device at a different location and try speak again?
I said yes, sir.
Oh. All right, please mute the mic for me. What percentage of 40 is 8? That's the question. Bud knows what to do with it.
No, sir. Me no know that one. That one there puzzle me.
You divide it.
All right, so what you got? Because
40 over 100.
would that give you the answer?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
No, you can't guess in maths, you know. All right. Anybody else?
May I ask what divide it?
All right, I hear 2 persons talking. Does 1 person speak, please? I hear a male and a female. I think the females spoke first. So, Miss, go ahead.
I'm asking if it's divided. Divide it.
All right, what is it? I mean, it could be 40 divided by 8. 8 divided by 40. All right. So, no, I'm asking if you know what the answer is. It's like you're asking me. All right. So, young man, gentlemen, what's your take on this? I hear.
I think divide the 40 by 8. And like I said, percentage, you do times it by 100.
Times it by 100. So 40 divided by 8 and times it by 100. All right, so that won't give it. All right. Is it anytime you do? All right. Suppose you get one test, right? And you got 2 out of say 3 in the test, 3 questions, and Miss want to give you the percentage. What Miss do is what? Times it by what? 100. correct? And whatever
Yeah.
answer you'll get it as a percentage. But if you read the question carefully, it says what percentage of 40 is equal to 8. So you already know what the percentage is. The percentage is what? Is 8%, is equal to 8. Sorry, not 8%. So in other words, X% of 40 is equal to 8. That's what it's actually asking. So in other words, they want you to find what? X. All right. Now, what you're going to do is say, well, we know say 8. 8 are the answer. All right. Now, normally, so we're left with 40. All right. So what you're going to do is say, normally we say 4 would say 40 over 100, but we're not going to do that. We're going to invert that and say 100 over 40. And then we times it by 8. All right. Can somebody work this out?
Sure. You'd cancel out first, sir, or would you just multiply first?
If you anything can work as long as it's the correct answer.
All right. So 8 into 8, 1, 8 into 45 times. And then you would have 5 to 5, 1. 5 into 100 would be 20.
So that's the answer. So let's test it now. If I find 20% of 40, that should give me what? What class? 8.
8.
Let's test it. 20% is same thing as 20 over what? 100. Times know that by what?
40.
Can someone tell me if you get 8?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, man, because 20 into 20 goes 1. 20 into 100 goes how much time?
5.
5. 5 into 5 goes 1. 5 into 40 goes 8.
8.
All right. Are we good? Any questions?
Sir,
Yes.
I thought the original formula would be 40 over 100. You can invert it if you want.
Well, the question is twisted. You understand? The question didn't say what is 40% of 8. You follow?
No.
If you read it carefully, it didn't say what is 40% of 8. 40% of
Oh, okay.
40% of 8 is actually 40 over 100 times 8, not true?
Mm-hmm.
But if the question says what percentage of 40 is 8, it's two different things. All right.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your powerful understanding English language. Is in maths class? All right. I know that your language teacher will talk about critical thinking skills. All right. Can I close this? Anybody writing this off? All right. The reason I ask you, because if I close it, it disappears. Like, and it can't come back. Because I didn't save it. You know, I just using random All right, let me not do that. Let me see. Let me use another one. Okay. What is 0.45 written as a common fraction? How would you do this? Zero 0.5, right? 0.5 we know is equal to what? Am I correct? How did they
Yes.
how did they get the half? All right. So there are two ways.
Sorry, you would do the same thing that we did a while ago. Long division.
No, because
Does
no
that have
man.
something to do with the ones and the tenth place?
Yes, correct. You are
So
correct.
if the 5 is in the 10th place, it will be half of the 10 then.
Yes, you're correct. Mhm.
All right.
You wouldn't use long division here because remember, long division usually end up with a decimal, not true? We want to go the other way around. We want to go from decimal to what? To fraction. It's actually opposite. So gentleman was correct. So remember, this is the 5 would be 1/10 place value. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
If you have something like this, what is the value of 2? It's 2 what? Ones, correct?
Ones.
And what is 3? 3 what?
10.
3
Tens.
tens. However, once you go down here, so right, the point, it will be 4 1/10. Followed? So this is 4/10. And what will be the 7 be? 7 what?
10.
I can't 10 again. It's not 10, you know, it's 10. T
100 ones.
E
Oh,
N
yeah.
T S T H 10th. So it will be 7 what? 100th
100.
TH.
Yeah.
All right. So 0.45 class. 0.45 will be what? 45. 100th, not true? You can look at it that way. So it's 45 over 100. So basically what you need to do is to reduce this. Somebody reduce that for me and tell me what you get.
Nine over 20.
Awesome. You're correct. What did you use?
5.
5. What's 5 into 45? 9.
9.
5 9 is 45, yes. And 5 into 100 goes 20. Beautiful. All right. Can I take this off? Anybody writing? I don't know. I feel like I'm rushing you guys. I feel like I'm going too fast. You know what? You know why I'm going fast? Because I have a lot of questions and I wanted to give you the classwork. You know?
You tell us we're gonna just comfortable me, that's what I tell you. You take everything wrong. Me when
All right. I have to mute those persons. All right. So not sure what's happening. Okay. Can I take this off?
1 second.
Yes, sir.
All right, 1 second. I might have to upload this in Google Classroom, you know. Tell me when you finish, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody else? Can I close it?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, what's the answer for that one? Hmm.
41.
All right. It will be 41. What's a prime number, by the way?
Going at itself.
And?
One.
And 1, right. Only 1 and itself are factors, basically. So 39 won't work because 3 can go to 39, not true? Right? And 40 are the worst thing because there are so many factors for 40, not true? You have 2, 4, 10, all kind of stuff. And 42, 2 is a factor, you know, but I don't think you have any factors of 41 apart from 1 in itself. So yes, you're correct. C is the answer. Are we clear on this? All right. You guys remember standard form? What do you think the answer is?
Caesars.
Correct. Awesome. So standard form is between 1 and what? Any number between 1 and 10? Multiply by 10 to a certain power. All right. And if you recall, going to the left, n would be positive, and going to the right, n would be what? Negative. What do I mean by that? So the number is 1, 2, 7, 4, right? So where's the decimal point? It's right there at the end. All right. And what did I say? The point, we have to make this number between 1 and 10. So the best place to put it is between what? 1 and 2. All right. So I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go 3 places to the left. And that will be what? Positive 3. So the answer would be 1.274 times 10 to the 3. And as you can see, 10 to the 3 is what? 10 times 10 times 10, which is what? What's 10 times 10 times 10? 30? It's 1,000, not true? And how much zeros 1,000 have? 3. So if you multiply by 1,000 and you have 3 zeros, it means the point will go back where? 3 places back to the right, ending up with the original what? Question. So this would have been the answer. Any questions? Yes, Maxine. Somebody raise a hand. All right, so it's probably an error. All right, can I move on? Anybody writing? Maxine, Jess, can you lower your hand, please? Thank you. If you don't have a question. Can I move on? All right.
Yes.
All right, quickly do something, please. All right, any takers?
I'm not sure about it, but make it 8.5.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably 8.5. So there, how I would have taught you guys is convert those mixed to what? Improper. So that's 17 over 5. And that's what? 51 over 10. What's LCM? What's 5 into 10?
10,
What's 2 times 17?
34.
And that will give you 51. And that's what? 80, 85 over 10. Is that correct?
Yes.
This can be reduced, right? So that's 2. 5 into 10 goes 2. 5 into 85 is it 13? No,
17.
sorry. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. 17. All right, so we end up with 17 over 2, which is also what? 8.5. Some person would add 3 and 5 to give you 8. And then what? Add 2 over 5 and 1 over 10. And
That's what I did.
that will probably give you what? 5 over 10 or 2, which is reduced to a half. So the answer there is 8.5.
Yes, sir. What if you have 8.5 for the answer?
Well, if you look at
When
the
you reduce it.
if you look at the responsiveness, do you see 8.5 there?
Never see the response, sir.
Okay. It will be correct still.
Okay.
Did you use a calculator?
No, sir. I just check it out. I just divided the 10 into the 85 instead of using the 2. So that's why I get 8.5.
Okay. Can I close this?
Go down a little, sir, please.
You know, say book. You can't go no more there. No? It's like I didn't use the top. It, all right. Can I move on? All right. I must apologize if I seem as if I'm rushing, but I want to cover as many questions and give you the assessment. All right. And I want you guys to have ample time to do the class activity. Look at the question. Do you understand the question? So when you do multiple choice, you need to understand what it's asking. All right, Romario, are you there with us, sir?
100%.
Yes, sir, I'm here. I just entered the class. I just got home.
Oh, I saw your message about so we have you been checking the WhatsApp messages that I've sent on the agenda? That's what we're doing.
For today,
Yeah, just check the
I
agenda.
didn't get a chance to check.
Oh yeah. All right, no problem. So we're just doing some questions.
Okay.
And-
What are they based on? What are the questions based on tonight?
Based on the first thing that we did when we just started, computation and number theory.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So basically, you know, somebody do one test, right? And the test mark out of how much class?
80.
80. So the test mark out of 80. And somebody got what? 60%. The question is, how much did the person get out of 80? Now, suppose you didn't know how much, right? What would you do to get the answer? You times it by what? 100. Am I correct?
Yes,
And
sir.
then you get the answer. Yeah, man. So it's gonna true.
Yes, sir.
However, the question mix up. The question is asking how much marks did he score. So to answer this question, this is what we do. 60% is 60 over 100. Is that correct? And then you times
80.
it by 80.
48.
All right. And the answer is what? 48. And you can check it. 48 out of 80 times 100 will in fact give you what? Give you about 60%. All right. And you guys can what? Look at this. Bam, 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 bam. 6 8 what? 48. All right. Any questions about this? Is it clear? Can I move on?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Look at that question. Anybody
A,
have any?
sir.
Hmm?
A. It flashes every 5 seconds.
Oh, 5 seconds. All right. Anybody else? All right. Why did you choose 5 seconds?
Because it shows that it flashes every 5 seconds. So it intervals is 5, then it flashes the next 5 seconds, which would be 10 seconds, and then 15 seconds after.
No, man. Ano sa reason to na? Oh, that's what you're saying. So you're saying that it flash 5 times, then 10 seconds it flash again, and then 15 seconds it flash again. But it's actually 3 independent bulbs. You follow?
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
it says when the lights flash together. So basically, a one light a blink 5. It blink every 5 seconds. Yeah, one next light bulb it'll blink what? Every 10 seconds. And then one next light bulb that's blinking what? Every 15 seconds.
15.
15 seconds.
15 answer.
You want
sir.
30
all right.
seconds, sir.
All right, you want to know, yes, you're correct. You want to know what common time interval they would flash together. And that common time interval is to find the lowest common what? Multiple. Which is what? 30 seconds.
30.
Yeah, so at 30 seconds, they will flash together because it is a common time period. You get it?
No.
All right. I said, hold on. You don't get it?
No.
All right. What part got you lost?
Because
Mhm.
after a 10, 5, 10, 15, all of them flash together on a 15 second. So which part of 30 come in?
Say that again.
Then flash 5, 10, 15.
Mhm.
And the lights flash together at what? A 15 second?
No, man, that's what we're trying to find, what time they would flash together.
So
Sir, re-explain what you said earlier about this question.
Explain it again.
Yeah.
All right, so listen carefully. So we have 3 different light bulbs, right? We have 3 different, it doesn't, maybe you guys remember in primary school, this is a primary school question, you know, but they didn't use light bulbs, they use like marbles or mangoes. You know, if I have 5 marbles and I want to share them equally, how much do you have to share? I have to share 30. You follow?
So add them together.
No, man. No. You're gonna find the LCM here.
Sir, let me just try.
So we're
Let me
looking for
see.
the common multiple then, sir.
Yes, we're looking for the lowest, because the lowest common multiple means at that time it will flash, or will flash what? Together. You still don't see it? Look. This is I'm going to use different shapes to represent the bulb, right? So this is bulb 5, bulb 10, and bulb 15, correct? Now, this bulb can flash like this. Flash. Then one next 5 seconds. At the next 5 seconds, it will be what? 10 seconds. Next 5 will be what? 15. Next 5 will be what? 20. Etc. Etc. Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Now, the other bulb now flashes at every 10 seconds. Hold on, let me put some more number to this. But for every 10 seconds, every what? 10, then what? 20, 30, then 40, etc. etc. So this is blinking every 10 seconds. Then with one next 10 seconds, it blink again. And this one now is what? 15. So 15, 30, then what? 45. Let me ask a question. Which one is this? Which one take the longest to flash?
15.
The 15, not true. All right. So if I ask you at which time interval would the common time period would be, it would have to be what? 30. Everybody agree? Look. So at time interval 30, they will all what? Flash together. And that is also the way you find what? The LCM. All right? Any more questions? All right, can I take this off?
Yes, sir.
All right. You never know sa LCM ko na access, no true? Come on. You can ask it like that. You can reword an LCM question like that. Look at this one. If 12.5% of a sum of money is 90, what is the sum of money? You know, so we do something like this a while ago. You guys realize? When the question says what percentage of 40 is 8? You remember that question?
So you have to convert this to decimal.
Teacher goes to 12.5.
Continue.
And me I try find sum now. Stop this. Sum of x.
All right,
90.
equal 90. Ah, you're on the right path. So what's on our class? A while ago, the question was what percentage of 40 is 8? Oh no, this question is saying 12 and a half. What is 12.5% of x? And that equal 90. So this is saying 12.5% of x equals what? Oops, sorry. Equals 90. Look at these two questions. Are they entirely different?
No, sir.
They're not really different, you know. It's just that the x was for the first one, the x is a percentage, and for the second one, the x is not the percentage. How did we work out the top one? We have to say 40, we have to say 100 over what? 40 times what? Times 8. Correct? Is that so? Check back.
Yeah.
So the
Yes,
same thing,
teacher.
I'm gonna do for this one. You're gonna say what? 100 over what? 12.5 times what? 90. And that will give you the answer. But I'm not gonna lie to you. To do this without a calculator can be demanding. So let me show you how to do this without a calculator. Would you agree with me that 100 divided by 12.5 is the same thing as 100 divided by 25 over 2? Are they the same?
Yes, sir.
They're the same, true. How do you divide fractions, class? Change the division to a. And what do we do with the second fraction? It starts with R.
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate. Right. And then we reduce. What's 25 into 25? 1. What's 25 into 100?
4,
4. 4 twos?
8.
8. So really and truly, all of this is equal to what? 8. So all you need to do is multiply 8 times 90. What's 8 times 90? What's 8 nines? What's 8 nines, class?
72.
72. And you just
72.
drop on the 0, and that will give you what? 720.
20.
Tell you, man. You see, if you don't know what 8 nines is, you'll say, all right. All right, I don't remember what 8 9 is, but what is 8 tens? 80. Just subtract 8 from 80, you get what? 72. So really, 8 times 9, it's just 9 multiples of what? 8. Am I correct? Yes. All right, I'm gonna have to end the session, the questions at 7:30. All right, and give you the little activity at 7:30. Okay? Because I want you guys to get ample time to do this. I don't want to rush it. And
Sir,
all,
hold on there, sir. The 12 on the 1.2, 1/2. How you work that part? How you get the 25 up there, so?
all right. Somebody want to explain to her? Oh, I got why 12.5 is 25 or 2?
2 12s, 24 plus 1 equal 25.
Yeah.
You see, you remember now? Right. It's 2 times 12 here. 24, then you add 1, you get 25. All right. Let me know when I can close, when I can move on here. Anybody writing off?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll give you a minute here, or 30 seconds. Or just let me know when you finish.
Yes, sir. Can go ahead. Yes, sir. I'm finished.
All right. Sorry about that. Looking for a particular question. Oh, look at this. You guys still there?
Yes, sir.
How would you do this without a calculator? By the way, you know what square root means, right? So the square root of 100 is what? It's 10. Oops, hold on. The square root of 100 is what? 10. Ugh. That's happening. Because 10 times 10 give you back what? 100. So the square root of, say, 9 is what? 3. Because 3 times 3 give you back 9. That's what square root means. How would you do this without a calculator? We want to find the square root of what? 181. All right. But if you check your calculator, the square root of 181 is some decimal, not true? You don't get a perfect square, or you don't get square numbers. How would you use these answers to determine where the answer lies? Anybody want to figure it out?
Sir, would we divide by 10?
Why 10?
Because if we know the value of the square root, perhaps we could use it as I said 10.
You wouldn't no, because I mean, because if I say the square root of 4, what's the square root of 4? It's 2.
60.
It's 2. Because 2 2's give back 4.
Yes.
So 10 has nothing to do with anything really.
Okay.
Sorry,
Alright.
something is echoing.
No, come on, some of the mic needs to be muted. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. What happens? Like, let me tell you how the echoing thing goes. It's like if someone is talking and they're using a loudspeaker to listen to me, right? And if they open their mic on the same device, what happens is that when I talk to the same device, my voice comes out through that device, and then it goes back into the software that is actually hearing, and there's a loop. So if you're gonna talk to me, it's best to not to have me on loudspeaker. All right. It's kind of scary because probably an entire family is listening to me right now. you know, like, you know. All right.
Sir, the answer would be B, sir.
It would be.
B.
Sir, A, sir.
Hold on it. Oh, hold on, sir. Hold on. Who's that? Dawkins?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Young miss, you said something
Yes,
about
sir.
what you said. I didn't hear you so clearly.
B.
D as in donut?
B as in boy.
Oh, B as in boy. Why would you say that? What's your logic?
Because he said, because we're working with the square root. So the square root is like you're adding, when you, I'm mixing it up, sir.
No, you're not. I don't know.
Is when you divide.
We're not dividing either. We're not adding, we're not dividing. Because look, if I say the square root of what is the square root of 81, class? Am I going to divide anything by 81? No, it's just 9. Because 9 gives you back what? 81. 9, unless you're gonna say 9 divided by 81, you know. What is the square root of 16, class?
Four.
4. What did I divide by 16 to get 4? Well, it'd have to be 4. But you notice for this 81, I have to divide by 9. So you keep on changing, not true? All right. Okay, Dawkins, tell me how you reason out A to be the answer. Actually, I think it's A, you know. I think it's A.
So what I did is I times the 13 by itself, and I get
Right.
169.
Right.
And I times the 14 by itself, and I get 184. So that's between 13 and 14.
Right. So Emdo? So basically what he did was to multiply 13 by itself to give you 169 and 14 by itself to give you 184. And this number here lies within this what? Range.
186. Not 184, but 186.
It wouldn't work for this one because this is 81 and 100 and what? 21, not true? It wouldn't work for this one because 181 doesn't lie within that range. Everybody following?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Taking this off here. You guys are gonna have to write really fast. All right, look at this one. This is actually the distributive law. You guys remember the distributive law?
Is it BAMDAS?
No, man, distributive law. The distributive law, you have the commutative law, the associative law, and the distributive law. All of those laws I would have explained in the recordings. I think the first 4 recordings in number theory and computation. So the distributive law is really something like this. You have like a number outside or a letter. Let's say I have m plus n, right? So the distributive law is you're going to distribute a to m, and a to m is a times m, which is what? Am. And you're going to distribute a to what? To n, which is what? An. But am is actually a multiplied by m plus, if you want, you can put this in brackets. And an is what? A multiplied by what? N. So I'm asking you, look at this and look what I have on the right hand side and tell me what you think the answer is. Well, you might say, boy, sir, we're just getting computed, you know. That's one way. Actually work it out without a calculator. And then work out A and see if you get, so for example, if you work out this and get say 10. So you work out A, if you get 10 to be equal to A, then A is the answer. That's one way of doing it. But that's a very long way. Because suppose the correct answer there D. You have to work with all of them something. But if you're in the exam though, you can probably do it still. Well, let me just show you still. Do you guys realize that these two are common? Right, and look at this. Common, not true? So would you say that this question here and this thing down here, so it's basically the same thing? Look at it.
Yeah.
The same thing, not true? All right, so watch me now. Watch carefully now. I'm gonna work my way back up to the top of this statement here. So, oh boy. So A is common. So what I do is to pull out A. So because 49 is common, I pull out what? 49. Bracket. If I pull out 49, M would be what? 17 and N would be what? 3. So it would be 17 plus 3. All right. But what is between a bracket, class? What symbol? Is it a plus?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. What is 17 plus 3, class?
20.
20.
So the answer there is A. So luckily, if you had done the long way, you'd have gotten, you know, it wouldn't be so bad. But you'd have to take a longer route though to get the answer. Taking this off. That's one easy. What is this, class? This is -2 times what? -2 plus what? -1 times -1 times -1. So what's the answer?
+4.
All right, so you get 4 right, so not true. Plus, when I work out these two, you get a what? You get a 1, not true. Times, you bring up this -1. What's 1 times -1, class? -1. So you'll have a -1 here, but a positive and a negative will give you a what? A negative. So the answer is what? 3. Any questions? Let me explain again.
No, sir. Get it.
All right, someone says yes. So negative and negative give you a positive. 2 2s is 4. Are you following that? Say yes for me, please, or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, then you go over to the bracket on the right. 2 negative gives you a what? A positive. 1 times 1 is 1. Then you bring up this -1. Then you say positive times negative gives you a negative. 1 times 1 is what? 1. So all of this bracket here, all of this bracket is equal to what? -1. And I just drop it back down here, so. But then no, a plus is a plus the all rest, you know. But then you have to say positive and negative will give you one final symbol, which is what? Negative. Suppose this wasn't a positive, class. Suppose this was a what? A negative. What will go here, so? A positive.
Positive.
All right. Well, you guys can do that, aren't you? You just have to do long division, correct? This is easy also. How do you write this as a percentage? Multiply it by what? You multiply by 100, aren't you?
100.
Yeah. You guys can do that. Ratio. X dollars are divided. So do we know how much money they must share up? No. But all we know, say, why they might collect some disciples, don't you? Peter, James, and John. It's a 3 students, so probably 3 disciples. I don't know. Probably Jesus had some money and let's share up some money. All right. So Peter, James, and John in the ratio of 3, 5 to 7, respectively. Now the word respectively means that Peter is connected to the 3, James is connected to the 5, and John is connected to the 7. Agree? That's what respectively means, all right? Now, if John received $80 more than Peter, so we have John and we have what? Peter. So this is John and this is what? Peter. All right. So now what's the difference between John and Peter? How much share?
4, sir.
4 share. All right. So is it a 4? Everybody saw get the 4? Everybody saw I got the 4? It says
No.
John. What does John? All right. Look, if John get more money than Peter, it means that John have $80 more. Not true. But there's a ratio between Peter, James, and John. So Peter is 3 share, John is what? 7 share. So if you're going to look at the difference between 3 and 7, it will give you 4. So 4 share represents what? How much John wanna get more than what? Peter. Are you guys following me? In terms of shares.
Yes, sir.
We have 3, let me say that again. We have 3, 5, and 7, right? So this is Peter, James, and John. Now, if me tell us, well, obviously looking at this, James get more than Peter, John get more than Peter, not true? How much share more does James get more than Peter, class?
2.
2. How much more share does John get more than Peter? It will be what? 4. How much more share John get more than James? 2.
2.
Everybody follow?
Yes, sir.
All right. So basically, so what you know? You see this $80? This $80 is connected to the 4. So what you're going to do, you're going to divide 80 by what? 4 to give us what? $20. Now this $20 represents what? 1 share. Remember, when you're doing ratio, always try to find the value of what? 1 share. Now the question says, what is the value of X? Now, would you agree with me that if you're to add up the 3, 5, and the 7, that will give you the total share? What is 3 plus 5 plus 7?
15.
15. So if 1 share is valued at $20, to get the total, it is a 15 times what? Times 20. What's 15 times 20?
300.
3 bills. So that was that's how it'd be. Any questions?
15 times what, sir? We have done this, so.
20. The 20 represents the value of 1 share. All right. Any more?
So, sir, how the 15? How?
Or the 15 come from? Why do we add it? So they're asking?
Yes, sir.
All right. So it says, what is the value of X? What does X represent? X represents the total amount of money that was shared. It says X is divided among what? 3 students. That means X must be the what? the total amount. So that's why I add up the 3, 5, and 7. And then now, if the total share is 15 and the value of one share is $20, you just multiply them together.
Okay.
All right. All right. Can I take this off?
Not yet,
No,
sir.
sir.
All right. No problem. Let me see if I can find another ratio question in this.
The answer, how much, sir?
300.
Oh.
Let me know if you finish here. Ready now? Can I close it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me see if we can find quickly another. Oh, by the way, what's the answer for this?
B, sir.
Correct. You realize that this is the opposite of what we did a while ago? They gave you this was a question. This was like a question. And they want to find out what is this in that form. I'm looking for another ratio question. Do I have another one though? Oh, found one. $180 is divided among what? 3 friends. No, class, do you realize that they oh, go on. Hold on. Do you realize that they gave you how much money was shared now? See that?
Yes.
Now 180 is divided among 3 friends. What is the largest share? Now, what's the total? What's the total share?
$180.
15.
15, sir.
No man, share. Well, the total money is 180, but the total share is what? It's 15. Total share. Well, if I say total amount of money that was shared, it will be 180. But the total share, well, to be frank with you, that statement is kind of ambiguous, isn't it? Right. So the total share is 3 plus 4 plus 8, which is 15. Now, let me ask a question. How would you find the value of one share? Can you tell me? We have 3
over 15 times 180.
No, that wouldn't give you the value. that will give you the how much that will give you the value the smallest you get. You're asked to find the value of what? 1 share. So let me ask a question. Either you have 3, 4, 8, and 15. Out of the 3, 4, 8, and 15, which of those numbers is connected directly to 180?
The 15, sir.
The 15, because the 15 represents what?
Share.
No, the total. Correct? So to get the value of 1 share, so 180 divided by 15. What's 180 divided by 15?
Well,
12. So 1 share is 12. The question says, what amount is the what? The largest share. What's the largest value out of here? 8.
8.
What's 8 12s?
96.
96.
So that's the answer. And you could find out the value of what? The smallest share by times it by 3, etc., etc. You could actually work out the difference between the largest and the smallest. So the key is to find the value of what? 1
Sir,
share.
oh, you get the 8 times 12 again? I missed that part.
All right, you see we got the 12?
Yeah.
All right, what the question says? What amount is the what?
Largest share.
What's the largest share out of 3, 4, and 8? What's the largest number?
8.
Right, so that's why we use 8. Suppose I say what is the smallest share? What would have used is what?
3.
3. If they ask us to find the difference between the largest and the smallest, we work out the 3, and then what we do? Subtract. But they didn't ask us to do that. But sometimes I do. All right? Any questions? Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to close this here. All right, so I want you guys to put away your calculator. That's number 1. Put away no calculator. I don't want to say no calculator. Nowhere. Get out a sheet of paper. All right? And then you are, hold on. We're going to do a little quiz. It's an online quiz. Give me a minute. All right, so this is what's gonna happen, right? It is, hold on. I'm just changing some settings here. So you're gonna get some multiple choice questions, just like the one we did a while ago. All right. You know, I don't want to stress you out. All right. I don't like to stress out people with maths because I know persons suffer from math anxiety and all of that. All right. Sure. Anybody in here using a laptop or a personal computer to engage class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right. All right. So the persons who are doing hold on. The persons who are on the computer, see, laptop. Are you guys logged into oh no, you can actually do it from your computer. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send a link to the chat in Zoom, and you use your computer and you click on it. All right. So I'm also gonna send the link in WhatsApp. So all right, so I just posted a link in this chat. So please click on it. And I'm also going to send a link in WhatsApp. All right, so if you're using a laptop or a computer, you can just click on the link.
No, sir.
Yes, man, click on it now. It will take you to like a classroom where you see your classmates. Please enter your full name. All right, no bad boy, whatever, or hot girl Lizzie. I don't know who's Lizzie, but just put in your full name. Let me send the link again. All right. Are you guys getting through?
Sir, what about the persons who are using a phone, Android, or iPhone, or tablet?
When you click on the chat, when you click on the link in the chat, what happens?
So when I click on it, it say you need to register to play this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think you have to you have to log in with a Gmail account. I think it works with Gmail. Anybody have any problems?
Send back the link in the chat, please, sir.
All right. Okay. I see persons joining. I'm seeing. Okay. That's awesome. So I'm gonna send the link again for the third time. The link is also in WhatsApp. So if you're using a tablet, just ensure that you just click on it.
So which one should I press? It says K-12 business or what that again?
K-12 business.
It says how are you using quizzing at a school, at a business, at a personal, friends and family.
Like school.
It's like school, man. A school with them, man. And a business we are on.
Oh.
All right.
Update your account. Yeah.